Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the banks of the Mississippi River, Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium in Memphis, home to the Memphis Tigers. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the UCLA Bruins, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Memphis Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Bruins will kick it away to start us off. And he's going to bring this one out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Gets the back moving. On the snap, it's Fung. Under fire. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I love the offense coming out being aggressive on the first play of the game. They're trying to take momentum right away, but the defense was waiting, and they were ready, and they get the interception. You can't start a ball game better than the way the defense just did there.
I'm about to say, the defense loves that they came out like that, too. Like, expecting the pass, played the pass, made the first big play in this ball game, the very first play of the game.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
Well, what's the point in waiting? Why not get one of your best players involved in the game right off the bat? They take a shot, their big target outside, shows off his athletic ability, and right away this offense is humming.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
Off the play fake. Finds his big tight end. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they self-block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And, man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
Back to throw, it's Burns. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. And the Heat gets there, and they get it down at the 14-yard line.
Well, you can see why this team thinks this kid has a real bright future. It's amazing. He's only a true freshman. He's not built like one, though, and you saw it on that last play. Trust me, that is the first of many sacks in this kid's collegiate career.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Wants to go up top on first down. Now improvising. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quickly complete. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating.
Trying to rumble in. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Tiger. He'll try to tack on one more. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why things are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
And they're not on the same page there.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Burns. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
On 4th down, going to the air. Makes a grab past the marker. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike, and we've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last 4th down there.
And the Bruins are in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Makes the catch. Breaks into the open. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
And that's the advantage of being a big wide receiver, because now you're a big target. And on these slant routes, you don't have to run the perfect route, but you can use your size and your physicality.
Makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown, UCLA.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he's not going to take the touchback. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Scanning the field, it's Darnold. He's going to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
They'll try to run for it. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So first down here as they go back to work. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Zings it complete to the right. Still on his feet. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Now facing a third and long. Wants to throw. It's Darnold. Got his man on the right. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Behind the chains now on second and long. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. Complete to the right. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45.
Really great job by the running back there on the angle route on third down. He sold it as if he was running to the flat, and at the last second put his foot in the ground and crossed the defender's face, making that an easy pitch and catch for the QB.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Using his legs, it's Ivory. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defense.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It'll be third and long. Looking downfield, it's Burns. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
He's got it, first down and more. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. The Bruins are marching down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field, and you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Penn State is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a close one so far today at Happy Valley. They're up by 7 over Temple. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
He tries to take the top off. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Memphis. A great catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Back to pass, it's Burns. Trying to beat the D deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Walters. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun. Give on the inside. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Trying to move the sticks on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Ivory. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. Converts on 4th down. Still going. There he goes down the right side. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. The new popular phrase for a favored team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, UCLA! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Motion from the back. Direct snap. It's Fung. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the...
Going to throw it over the top of the knee. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Takes it the other way.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Dropping back, it's Burns. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Bruins moving quickly to the line. On 2nd and goal, he carries again. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. To the air on first down. Throws for the tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw for it. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely.
And what a great job by the defense getting the turnover, but also giving their team an opportunity to kick a field goal here now with just seconds to go in the half.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Oh, he wants it all. He caught it. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. And oh, that one hurts to have the flag come out and take a touchdown off the board after that play. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Memphis about to boot it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll start the third quarter with the run. And knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Makes the grab, and he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. More precision throws from this Bruin quarterback, much like a Rick Neuheisel used to play.
Just pinpoint accurate. Put the ball right where you want to. You think about Troy Aikman, you think about some of those other great names in UCLA history.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Finds a man on the right. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese.
Touchdown, Bruins! And the route is on.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and the ability up front and the belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a nonprofit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
Back to pass, it's Darnold. Bringing the heat. He'll pull it down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket. After that, excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback. And you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Bruins have it in scoring position on first and goal. The give out of the gun. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field. Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more here, Paul.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job finding the end zone, running the football. That's why they've featured him today.
And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. There are bitter disappointments in life, and this would be one of them. If you have to try a field goal after getting the ball in this field position, third and goal. To throw, it's Burns. Rushes on him, and the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
All right, defense, nice job early in the game, playing well with your backs against the wall. The job's not over yet, though. This is an offense that has shown that they can go for it on fourth down, especially during these situations.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Just never had a chance to shake.
Entering settings screen, you have 29 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected. Menu narration option is set to off. Entering settings screen, you have 29 options. Menu narration option is set to off is select. Key narration volume set to 100.
And he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They go to the ground. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Going to sling it on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
To the air, it's Darnold. He's looking deep. Hits him in stride inside the 10. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2. They go right back to their man on second and goal. And this defense does it again. Back-to-back plays for nothing. It'll be third down. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. 22. Trying to power it in. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
All right, and you ran that third down play, and you knew fourth down was coming. If you didn't score, what were you going to run? You're on the 2-yard line. It's your decision. Do you want to be aggressive? Do you want to take the 3? Your call.
A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on fourth and goal. They're going to run it. He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on fourth down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Not much movement there. It's a gain of 1, gets him out to the 5.
That's exactly the start you want when you're on offense. In this situation, 4-minute offense, I'm not worried about scoring. I'm not worried about getting a bunch of first downs. I need 2. I need 2 first downs, and I'm going to let that clock tick, and I walk out of here with the dub.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Dropping back, it's Burns. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Snagged out of the air. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Memphis.
Well, it's a nice job there executing the run play and getting in for the score, but you got to wonder, guys, is it too little, too late? They're still trailing by a ton here in the fourth quarter.
Lining up to add another. Bangs it through for an extra point. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
Play callers love it offensively when you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. And here in the fourth quarter with the lead, very first play of the drive, you break off a nice run. He might just call the exact same play right again here.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
But how about that? This team is way up in this game, and they're still taking shots in the fourth quarter. There is no let-up.
Grab near the marker. It's Walters. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats. And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead, you want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
And the Bruins have their offense in high gear. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. Off-play action on first down. Trying to get behind the defense. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
The give and tick, 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 tick. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe run.
Gonna let it fly. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you could tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get them on the ground quickly.
Red pass, it's complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Now, and a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Third down has been right in the wheelhouse on this drive. They've already converted a couple of times, but they need the full 10 yards now. Fires to the middle. Touchdown, UCLA! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
And all the hard work and commitment pays off, getting their first win of the season. Really impressed how they came out. After starting the season 0-2, they knew this was going to be a physical game, and they came ready to go on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. To the air, it's Darnold. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the tight end. Working on the right. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Lost to throw again. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of
looking for the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready.
Throws toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. They'll run it out of the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.